Mirror, mirror in my hand, who's the fairest in the land?
You, queen, yes, looking so fine with your bad self. Like Barry said, you the first, the last, my everything. Girl, you look so good, I wish I could plant you and grow a whole field of y'all. So fine.
I guess this option comes only for premium users. Alright guys, so before we start the makeup, and by the way, I really hope you like my new background. I think I'm gonna stay here for a while. Let me know down below. I told you I'm gonna be switching up a little bit because I just feel boring. So yes, you can see my bare face at the moment. Here I scratched myself and I still have a scar. I have some scarring from eczema here, and here from the runny nose, so lovely. But we will be able to test some new foundations at least and see how they actually cover, so yeah. But before I get to the makeup, I want to show you my new mirror. Look at that baby. So I finally have a proper mirror, and this is the reason why I am finally able to record a video of makeup for you. So this is kindly sent to me by the brand called LASTAR. I will of course link everything you need to know below. This is a telescopic mirror, so you can turn it around, up and down. You can make it high, you can make it low. You can even take this from the stand, and if you want, like, you know, a standalone mirror, you got it. So yes, this is absolutely fantastic. Here you have a stand. You can, you know, put your beauty blender in here and it looks just fine. I really love it. Also, as you can see, this has a button here, and this gives you a proper natural lighting, which is actually amazing. My lights are very heavy here, so I will insert a shot of it, how it actually works when it's lightened up, because I have light here, light here, light here, so it will basically get blurred in those harsh lights. But the button here is for the light, and this gives you 100% natural lighting. It's not too warm, not too cool, it's just perfect natural light. I was even playing with this mirror yesterday in a completely dark room in the late evening, and I could see everything perfectly. Also, I'm not gonna lie, I love the design. I love that it's like a rose gold touch in here. It's very sturdy. The quality is amazing, I must say. This is by far the best mirror I have ever had. Also, what is super important for me, I'm not gonna lie guys, I love picking my face. I love doing my brows perfectly, and I really need a good zoom. So this comes super handy. This is 3 times of a zoom, and this actually is magnetic and you can stick it on your mirror, so you can use it separately like this. You know, when you are traveling or something, you can just literally pop it in your bag. But if you need a nice zoom when you do your makeup or when you do your brows or moustache, we all know there is always something here. This is just perfect. So yeah, I have a perfect zoom, but if I do not need the zoom, I just put it right here on the stand and I use the normal mirror. But this mirror is super nice because it's big, but it doesn't take up a lot of space, so it's gonna be good for traveling. It's light, it's not heavy, it's just fantastic. So yes guys, I will be doing my makeup with this mirror, and I'm so excited because not only I have a proper mirror finally, but I also have so many things to show you. But if you want to purchase this mirror, which I highly recommend, there are 2 links to the official website and also Amazon link. If you want to purchase through Amazon, they are there, so that's fantastic. And of course I have all the links and all the codes that you need in the description box as usual. So yes, LASTAR is my godsend. I absolutely love it. So thank you so much to the team for sponsoring this video, and just making my life so much better and easier. I read quite a bit about the brand, and they do desk lamps, they also do light therapy, so check them out because I think they are a very nice brand to look into. But yes, this mirror is so nice. Oh, as you can see, this is the light that I'm talking about. It's harsh. So yes, I'm gonna start. I have my beauty sponge wet and ready, and I have quite a bit of foundations to test. Of course, I only have one face, so I will be only able to test one today. I have the new Makeup Forever HD Skin, so this is the replacement of the Ultra HD, and I have two shades. I have two Y20 and 1 N10. So there's quite a bit of a difference between them, but thanks to that I will be able to match myself any time of the year. So I took quite a light shade and quite tan, so to speak. So yes, these are the Makeup Forever. However, I kind of need more coverage today, and I know it might cover well, but I just want to be sure, you know. So this I will be testing for you maybe another time when my skin looks a little bit better, because yes guys, like you can clearly see this is not the best. I primed my skin with the Lumen Ajaton Pressed Serum. Lovely product guys, swear by it, amazing. And the other two foundations that I have is Lancome Toned Idol Ultra Wear, and I have a new shade 026. And I finally got a perfect shade match in this foundation. I love this foundation. It's so full coverage, so beautiful. But the shade range is very tricky to choose from. So yeah, finally got the one that I wanted. And I also have a new foundation that just literally came like 20 minutes ago. And this one is the new Charlotte's Beautiful Skin Foundation. And I have it in a shade 6 Neutral. So maybe I'll start with Charlotte. So yes, Charlotte Tilbury. Let me just shake it up. The color is the same color that I use in her Flawless, what is the name? The most full coverage foundation she has. I love that foundation. It's my favorite foundation of all time. So we'll see how this one performs. I'm guessing that the color will be just fine. Maybe I could be a little bit more tan for it, but yeah, it doesn't look bad, hey? I don't think it looks bad. So yes, let me just put it on my face. And if you haven't noticed, yes, I already have my fake lashes on, because I find it way better to put your lashes before you do your makeup. It's just my way of doing it. But they just set so much better with the glue. And I feel like they are way more durable on your face when you just, you know, have a clean slate underneath. No makeup, no nothing. Alright, so I actually don't need it first of all, but I actually really like how it looks. It's quite dewy, but it does cover quite decently. As you can see, there is quite a bit of dew here, but I love the shade. This 6 Neutral and also 5 Neutral, I use them interchangeably, is such a beautiful shade. It's yellow enough, but not too yellow, you know. I'm not an olive undertone at all, so the neutral one suits me perfectly. So this is another pump that I'm using, and I'm already struggling. No, it's good. So yes, let's see how much I'm gonna have to use today. But I definitely need quite a bit of coverage, guys, because I think that I've been struggling with my face since I got corona. Since then I never got to the perfect state of my skin yet, so I'm still really working on it. But yeah, I definitely do some coverage, and this one, it does cover redness, but it's not like full coverage at all, and it doesn't look like or feel like a foundation that you can build up too much. but we'll see. Alright guys, so this is the Charlotte Tilbury Perfect Skin Foundation on with no powder, no nothing, and this is just one layer. So as you can see, it's very dewy, and I really don't feel like it covers that much. This is definitely a foundation for better skin days, not what I'm dealing with at the moment. So it is beautiful, it's beautifully glowy, it looks like skin. I don't feel like it settles badly, it doesn't accentuate anything even though it's nice and glowy, but I need more coverage. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put on a little bit of the Lancome one, because this is my tried and true one, and finally I have the shade that actually matches me. So yes, let me just put a little bit of that on, at least in the spots that I need more coverage from a foundation, and if anything is still in need of coverage, I'm just gonna use some concealer. But yeah, this one is just such a good foundation, guys. If you want a nice full coverage but very comfortable foundation, I think the Lancome is fantastic. And I know that you guys from the US have a very nice shade range. It's a little bit different than the one in Europe. So yeah, I'm not sure what shade I would be in the US, but this one is like a light to medium, quite yellowy shade. Okay, so this is a mix of Charlotte in 6 neutral and Lancome Teint Adore, and I think that this combination is actually beautiful. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't use Lancome here, so here where I do not need coverage I only used Charlotte, and mainly here is where I have the Lancome, and this is a great way to incorporate the coverage and finish that you like. But let me just check in my mirror. It really does look good. It really does look good. Beautiful. It looks like skin. I really love it. Still, this is peeking through, so that's unfortunate, but I think this is such a big scar that I've had for quite a bit now. It wasn't a pimple, it was just a mess, okay? I'm not gonna get into it, but I've been suffering from eczema and dermatitis again since COVID. But anyways, now I'm gonna use a concealer, and I'm always using a correcting peachy shade first, and then I go with the light shade, and I use the NARS Radiant Creamy in Honey, and I'm just putting it right here in the corners of the eye. And basically the rest of the face where I want to highlight, I'm going to use a lighter shade, and that is Cannelle. So I'm just going to dot it around here where I did not put the honey shade. Right on my nose, on the bridge, a little bit on my forehead, on my chin. I really like accentuating my chin for some reason, and that would be pretty much it for highlighting. And for concealing that booger that I have in here, I'm gonna use this concealer, the Soft Matte in Ginger, also from NARS, and I'm just gonna take a little brush and take the product from the pot and just dot it in the places that I needed the most, and just blend it ever so slightly, and that's pretty much it. But I'm not gonna lie, guys, this is a state of skin that I haven't had for the longest time, and I really had to work through you know, perfecting my technique so it actually looks decent on camera and in real life. And it's always best to use you know, a little bit lighter foundation where you really do not need much concealing, and where you do, you just put, you know, your heavy duty one and some additional coverage. Okay, now I'm just gonna blend out what I have on my forehead and under my eyes. And guys, this mirror is just amazing. Like, you really have to check it out to see how amazing it is to put on your makeup with it. I've never experienced such good mirror. All right. So yes, by the way, I always wait for the concealer to get tacky before I blend in, and that's a very, very important thing. That's like a pro makeup trick. You just wait for your concealer to get very tacky, almost dry, before you blend it in. Alright, now I'm gonna set. I do have to set these foundations and all that cake that I have on my face, but as you can see, I hope the light is not too harsh, but as you can see, it still looks very beautiful and natural, and I'm gonna do my best not to cover this beautiful dew that I have on my cheeks. So I'm just gonna use some loose powder from Huda and just go under my eyes and down my nose, you know, those usual places that you always wanna have matte and set. Here I'm just gonna put a little bit on the jawline because this is what really likes to get removed by your hands and your jacket and whatever. Alright, so this is how the foundations look powdered. I did try to avoid this area. It's not as glowy as it was because, you know, some dusting of a powder came in there. But I did avoid the forehead and the sides of my cheeks. And I think even after powdering, it still looks very nice and natural. Of course, this area, I mean, now it's good, it's decent, but yeah, it was very hard to cover. So yes guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera and come back to you. Alright, my brows are done. Of course now they look very like heavy because I don't have any other makeup on my eyes, but we'll get to that now. So I have the mini Biba palette from Natasha Denona, and this is definitely something that I have been using a ton for the past month. Very, very lovely, like brownish, rosy, peachy colors. But I actually discovered that, is that this one? Yes, it's very similar to Charlotte's Darling from Charlotte Tilbury. Not exactly the same, but very, very similar, guys. So if you have one, probably you will not need the other unless you really love the shades, which I do, so I'm not complaining. But today maybe I will use just a mixture of both. So first I'm gonna take the Charlotte Darling and I'm gonna take a nice bigger fluffy brush and I'm just gonna dip it into this middle shade, like a nice peachy brownie color, and just put it all over my crease and blend it out. I usually, when I do my eyes, and you guys always ask me about my eye makeup, I usually put the main focus when it comes to creasing right here in the middle, not really making it too much of a cat eye. And that's because I noticed when I open my eye a little bit, meaning the main focus is in the middle of the eyelid, not the outer corner, I noticed I actually look much younger and it just suits me better, you know, because my eyes are quite big. Actually, they big eyes, and they are quite roundy shaped. I don't even know, maybe a little bit more almond. Nevertheless, this type of makeup suits me way more, and also cutting the crease suits me very nicely, but I just always keep in mind to keep it very soft, you know. So this is basically that middle shade of the Charlotte Darling, and I'm just gonna put it on my lower eyelid as well, just, you know, like a nice light dusting. And what I do, I like to just smooth it into like a cat eye shade, basically going with my natural eye shape and just following it with the brush all around. So I'm making like a reversed C of a motion, and this way you're getting a very nice natural lifting effect along with a very natural cat eye, but it's just not too exaggerated, it's not too overdone, you know. And I go very, very high with my crease color because I have a massive lid space between my crease and my brow, so I kind of want to make it look like it's not as big, and I just want to make the eyelid look bigger, so that's what I'm focusing on. So this is the shade from the Charlotte palette like this. And now I pretty much just I'm gonna use some bronzer, like my contouring shade that I'm gonna use on my face. And this is Natasha Denona sculpting powder, and I have it in a shade medium 02. And this basically will blur all the edges and make it look all so smooth and beautiful and natural. Yeah, this one is now blended out a little bit, and this is basically our first step to achieve that very soft cut crease that I usually wear. So yes, next I'm gonna use from Natasha, I'm gonna use this shade. It's in the similar family as the first one, but I'm gonna use a denser brush and I'm gonna pack it more in that crease line. See, it's slightly darker. Here I'm just doing that same motion and going into that C motion again. It's actually very easy when you get a hang of it, and as you can see, we already have that beautiful line right here. You can even clean it up even more later on by using some concealer or powder, and then you're gonna have a cleaner, sharper line, which is also very nice. And now I'm just keeping the brush away from the lid, and I'm just following my crease basically, and I'm going also into the nose a little bit. You can even leave it like that. You don't even have to put anything on your lid because, you know, you already have a very nice structure to the eye, and I love it. I'm gonna use another Charlotte palette, the Super Nude one, and I'm just gonna go ahead with this lightest shade right here, and I'm just gonna basically drag a soft line along the brow bone, and again blend it out one last time with that same brush that I used for the whole eye. And yeah, now it's pretty much up to you what you want to do with your eye. You can do a little liner. I usually use like a dark brown one, and I pretty much follow the line that I made, so I'm following my natural eye shape. I don't like making like a big wing or whatever, and I just draw a line, as you can see. And all I do with it, because I've never been good at doing my liner, so all I do is just drag it further with the with the brush, or just blending it out with my nail, and that's pretty much it. Sometimes I use maybe like a dark color like this one if I want to spice it up a little bit, but there is really not much to it. It's just a little line. So now you have the eyeliner version, but this is pretty much all I do. If I really want to make it a little bit more structured, I just put it a little bit more into the eye socket, or eyelid actually. That's it. That's really it, guys. Now I can just take this smaller fluffy brush once again and take this medium dusky brown shade and just smooth it all out, but still, you know, following that beautiful line that we created. And I think this kind of makeup will actually suit any eye look, because you're literally just following your natural eyes. So yeah, there's really no right or wrong here. Now, since I really love some nice pop, I think I'm gonna mix this beautiful Natasha Denona shimmer with the one that we have in Charlotte's palette, and I think I'm gonna use those both. So now I'm taking a small concealer brush, and I'm just gonna put some in my inner tear duct, the lightest shade from the palette, and drag it a little bit out into the lid space, because this will give you this nice halo of a highlight, you know. And then we have this nice rose gold, and that one can go in my outer corner, and thanks to that we're gonna have this ultimate Charlotte Tilbury look, because I'm gonna define my eyelid even more. So that's that. Alright, I'm not, you know, a makeup tutorial professional, so bear with me, but it really does look nice in real life, especially in my new mirror. So this one is kind of a rose gold shade, and I'm gonna blend it out with that same brush. And now I feel like I kind of need more of a crease definition, so I'm just gonna go into this shade. Why not? I think it's quite similar to the one in Natasha Denona's palette, and I'm just basically gonna do the same thing that I did. I did like those little dots that I connect into an actual line, and this gives me a soft cut crease. Very, very easy, guys. Nothing crazy here, really. It's just about your brush placement, really. Nothing more to it. Okay, now I can dust off my cheek if I had any fallout. Actually, I really want that pop shade in the center of my lid, and you're gonna see how amazing it looks. And I just kind of like press it. Isn't that gorgeous, guys? So pretty. So yes, this is like my ultimate vixen kind of look. So yes, that's the finished eye. Now I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye, and we can move on to the face. Alright, darlings, so the eyes are complete now. As you can see, we have this beautiful nude rose gold kind of look, which I really love because it's all diffused, very Charlotte Tilbury. Love it. Now we can quickly move on to the face. It's gonna be definitely as short as possible. First, I'm gonna of course contour, and I'm gonna use my Natasha Denona powder. I've used so many different bronzing contouring powders, like Fenty is also very nice, the Chanel pomade is also very nice, but I feel like this one is the best, like by far. Not only because of the shade, but also the beautiful diffused look that it provides. You get a beautiful contour that is visible, but it's all just so natural, so to speak. Of course the look is not natural at all, but you know what I mean. It's not harsh. Can you see? It's just so nice. So I really love this powder, and it doesn't get any hype online. I don't know why. I discovered it myself because pretty much nobody talks about it, and it's such a bummer because it is a beautiful powder. I don't know why it doesn't get more love. It's very weird for me. But yes, basically I go above my cheek socket, and this is where I contour. And now I do need to contour my jawline, you know, because yeah, I just need it. What can I say? I just truly need it at the moment. I'm still in the process of losing a ton of weight, but I think even if I lose a ton of weight again, I'm still gonna contour my jaw because it looks nice. You look so snatched when you do it, and it just brings everything together, in my opinion. It just looks so cool. Yeah, just don't overdo it, right? But now I'm just gonna do the other cheek, and you can literally just stamp yourself with this powder and no wrong is gonna happen to you. Like, this is so fast free. I don't know why, but my brush is shedding like crazy and I didn't bring any other one with me. So yeah, excuse me for that, but very annoying it is. But what I was saying is that this powder is just so easy. You cannot do any harm with it. It's just so perfect. Okay, now the nose, of course. I'm not the biggest fan of the low section of my nose, so I definitely want to minimize it as much as I can. And I don't really do that, you know, proper nose contour because it doesn't look natural, at least on me. So this is what I do, guys. This is literally what I do. A little bit under the lip, because why not? And a little bit more on this cheek. And I think that's our contouring done. Now we can have some blush, and my favorite blush is Cheeky Bits from MAC. And I think it's gonna complement this look so well, guys, because it's like a peachy rose color. Yeah, it's just perfect. Oh wow. And I do go in with it on my nose and basically everywhere I contoured, because I do want to blend that look together, you know. Now, before I put my highlight, what I like to do is to take some translucent powder and not really bake, but I'm taking a brush like this. It can be any brush, and I'm just putting some under my eyes, and it makes such a difference, guys. I don't know how, but it really does. Now I'm just gonna blend in everything here on my forehead. It just brightens instantly. I don't know, maybe by the way it sits on top of the whole makeup, but it just really does do a great job, especially when you work on camera like me. This is a very good trick. So yes, now all we have to do is to highlight, and that's my favorite thing. And recently I've been using this one. It's from Lorac, and this is Gilded Lily. And basically it's also like in a champagne rosy tone, so again it's gonna be perfect for this look. And I'm not being shy with it at all. If you know me, you know I love that glow still. Of course, not that cringeworthy white glow that was popular years ago, but something that looks wet is definitely up my alley. So yeah, into the forehead, of course. And I'm not even shy to put it on my cheeks because I don't have much texture on my cheeks, so you know, I can just roll with it, because why not? Also, I recently saw a TikTok, I think it was TikTok, where Bella Hadid had her jawline highlighted. I have no idea how it will look, but I don't know, I'm a little bit too afraid to do that, especially that I have so much texture there. But try this and tell me how you feel about it, because I'm very curious. Alright, now all we have to do is lips, and that's definitely my favorite. So here I have my absolutely favorite lip liner ever. Better than Pillow Talk, better than Iconic Nude, better than Strip Down from MAC. Like, this one takes the cake. There's nothing better than this. And to put it on, I'm gonna use my little mirror. and this one is from KKW, and this is from her, I think, newest collection before she closed the website, and it's called Taupewood. And I'm gonna show you what I mean, but this is the most perfect lip shade for me. It's just this, like, not too dark, like a dusty rose, but also it's not too pink, and I really don't like too warm of a lip liner. I really don't like warm lipsticks either. But yeah, that is Taupewood, and I could totally leave it like that, but maybe we can use some Charlotte again, and maybe we use Dance Floor Princess, because this one is gonna be amazing with this look. Oh yeah. Alright guys, so my hair isn't done, obviously, but tell me, what do you think about this look? This is literally what I usually do when I sit in front of the camera and talk to you. I do switch the colors, of course, but this is pretty much the technique that I always use on my eyes. So I always start with the crease. I do like a soft cut crease with slightly elongated eye, but not too much, and I do love some shimmer. And of course the lip is always my main focus. I love having those beautiful plush lips, and this one is very nice, Dance Floor Princess. Very nice, like a pinky shade, but not too pink either. So yeah, definitely one of my favorites. And yes guys, this is the finished look. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching, and thank you LASTAR once again for sponsoring this video. I had so much fun, and this mirror really made my life so easy. This is a godsend for me. This is going to be perfect for traveling, but also just keeping it on your vanity or bathroom at your home. I think it's very convenient, not to mention you have a very nice sturdy stand to it where you can put your stuff, or the additional maximizing mirror, which of course does stick to the main one. Very good, innovative product. And yes guys, don't forget to check them out. A lovely brand and a lovely team behind it. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed it once again, and let me know in the comments how you like the look. Is there something that you also use? Maybe there is another technique that you would like me to try. And of course tell me if you would like to have more makeup videos on this channel, because I love doing them. I'm not gonna lie, it's such fun for me. So yes guys, see you in my next video. Bye.